See you again. Now at the front of the vehicle, this is the one I took from the showroom for you. This is the one I think that's really going to hit our needs that we specified in the sit-down. The first things I'm going to cover is, because we spoke about it, the 56 miles per gallon, that of course everyone's talking about. How were we able to achieve that? And that's where I'm going to start the presentation at. The first thing is changing the CVT just a little bit. Of course, we're all very proud of what we have here at Nissan, where everyone knows about our CVT, and it performs excellently. Changing the fluid inside, changing the oil to be a little less viscous, lightening some of the parts inside, and expanding the gear ratios means we have less friction in that. But more importantly than this is my favorite thing. The engineering department went and made the most aerodynamic shape possible. Now, what this means isn't just better fuel economy. It's actually better than 370Z convertible when it comes to actual aerodynamics. It's not just the fuel economy, it's the wind resistance. You're not going to get that noise, because I know you like to go to the States, go on a bit of a road trip.
I do.
We want you to have as quiet a ride as possible.
Okay.
And though if we do decide on a different model, you do get fog lights and some of these features, no matter what model you end up with. You're going to have features such as the fog lights. We have a block heater cable. That's standard in all Nissan vehicles. That's another important thing. We're the only company that does that, and we're very proud of that. So if you do relocate or move to a place where you're going to require that, I know we don't need it here, but if you do require that, we're going to look out for you there as well, because we know that's a very real thing. The exterior styling as well, just fix this up a bit. This is the other highlight. I talked about the aerodynamics, making it smoother through the air, but also making it this pretty, this elegant, this sharp was another thing in itself. So why don't you just come on over here to the side, I'll show you a little bit more. Space was a very important thing as well, obviously. We made sure we had enough headroom in the back and still optimizing the trunk space so we get enough for the golf clubs and your son's hockey equipment, or lacrosse equipment, thank you, sir. So we want to make sure you have enough room as possible and make you as comfortable as possible. Now, we worked with two big companies I'm sure you've heard of when we designed the Altima. Bose Audio, of course, we've had an account with them for over 15 years. Nissan's been very good with Bose. Now, we've had the engineers come in and work with them to decide where to put what and what's going to get the best sound quality and what's going to be most spatially efficient. So we worked with them. And another thing, now this we're also very proud of, is we worked with NASA. Now we said, NASA, you're used to putting people in seats for extended periods of time and wanting blood flow throughout the body and be as comfortable as possible. Reducing driver fatigue was a huge thing. With an over 1,300 kilometer theoretical limit in your tank, so you can go up to 1,300 kilometers a tank, you're going to have some driver fatigue in some vehicles. We want you to be as comfortable as possible. Okay. So once we get into the test drive, I want you to see that and see, you're going to notice, you're going to feel really comfortable in those seats. No matter your wife, your son, who's just learning to drive, right, and yourself, it's going to be very comfortable. Okay. Safety, always a primary thing with Nissan. Solid impact beams, the 6 standard airbags, dual stage airbags, pre-tensioner seatbelt. I mean, it's got it all already, and we're all familiar with that, and it's as safe as always, but we've added even a few more features to that. Active understeer control. This is a first. And this active understeer control, especially because you have a new driver in the family, this is going to prevent him or yourself or anyone in your family, anyone driving the car, it's going to prevent you from basically overpowering through a corner and pushing through a corner. It reduces that understeer, brakes the inside right wheel, maintains control of the vehicle. It's going to keep you and your family safe. And in the end, it's going to be really important, obviously. The most important thing when you have a young one, someone you love behind the wheel, you want it to be safe. And so that's a primary concern with us. Redesigning the rear multi-link suspension, it's completely independent. This suspension means you're going to have improved traction, you're going to have improved control, and improved feel. Now, it's just, once we try it out, you're really going to see what that's like. Okay. Swinging over here to the back, I'm going to start with one very simple thing here. The latest generation rear view camera. Unlike the predecessor, we've incorporated 3 new technologies, 3 new safety shield products that work with that camera. We now have moving object detection. This is when you're backing up. It can sense if something suddenly moves, avoiding possible injury to a pedestrian, a motorist, or even just damaging a car by hitting a shopping cart or something like that. 2 other features we have is lane departure warning. And so what that's going to do is, obviously, if you're going down the highway, it actually scans the lines in the road to see if you're varying from your position a little bit, and it'll give you a little bit of a warning. Say if you are falling asleep at the wheel in a long 1,300 kilometer road trip before you hit the gas station. And of course, you have blind spot monitoring. So again, it can pick up if something is in your blind spot, and it'll be able to actually give you a bit of a warning. If you turn the signal on and someone's in your blind spot and you don't see them, it's going to let you know you might have forgot something. So make sure you check. Okay. So these safety features, obviously, we're very excited about. There we go. This is going to be probably a lot of time spent in here, or a lot of time spent dealing with the trunk, and that's what we want to make sure, that you have enough space in here. You're going to have golf bags, lacrosse equipment, you're going to go on road trips. Now, you can see here, we've got a massive opening, the widest opening, actually, so we've made sure not only can it go deep enough, but you have enough room to, you're not going to be scuffing up the sides with your golf clubs, and you'll have enough equipment. And you think that's going to be enough in there for you, sir?
Absolutely,
yeah. Perfect. That's what we want to hear. Remind me to get you the price on a deck lid spoiler. It looks absolutely fantastic. I saw one come out of here the other day. I'll get you the price for that afterwards as well, because it looks fantastic. Dual chrome-tipped exhaust, stainless steel exhaust, and that looks fantastic. It obviously improves flow through the entire exhaust system, which helps us achieve that power as well. Improving the power is one thing, but doing that at the same time as improving fuel economy is a whole nother. Being able to get nearly 9 more miles per gallon. And now we got from 175 to 182 horsepower. So you're not compromising anything. You're more power, and you have more fuel economy. So it's only going to be better. Now that's symbolized by our Pure Drive. That badge right there, that symbolizes our new commitment to reducing friction, improving aerodynamics, improving fuel economy, and reducing cost of ownership, and making just a lighter footprint on the ground. So we want to improve the amount you have, improve the experience, but reduce the amount it impacts you in any negative way, such as financially or environmentally or anything like that.
Okay.
I'll swing you around, and here's the old price sticker, which I'm sure you're used to. Now, massive thing here. Now, we brought you all this, but we also were able to actually lower the price of the vehicle. Now, we lowered the price of the vehicle substantially, nearly $1,500 from an equally equipped. Well, it's hard to say equally equipped. The last year's model didn't have a lot of these features. But an equally equipped model would have been about $1,500 more last year. So you can see here the 56 miles to the gallon, 38 on the 56 on the highway, 38 in the city, 7.4 and 5.0 respectively. You can see your average cost of ownership over the year, and you can take a look at some of the features that this one has. But again, the most important thing there, we've lowered the price, increased the fuel economy, and it also goes over our warranty here. Now, because Nissan has such a reliable record with our vehicles, our cost of actually maintaining them is so low. What we're able to do is actually we have an incredibly competitive and affordable warranty system as well. So should you feel the need to extend it, if you do feel the need to extend your regular warranty, we can do that at very affordable, very competitive prices. So do keep that in mind when we talk about numbers later, okay? Just going to swing this open a little bit and talk about some of the features I wish I had on my car. The heated steering wheel is a nice thing to have because that was exclusive to the Maxima owners for a long time. We lorded it over Altima owners. Now they came back and jabbed us with this. I'm happy to see it. It warms up very quickly, and it's going to be great on those long drives. Okay. I really love the ability. It's got Google Send to Car features. You can send points of interest from your computer on Google and send them straight to the car. You can get weather information, plane information, or flight information. All of that can come directly to it. Text messaging assistant is the most important, I think. If your son's anything like me, we are connected to the hip with our cell phones. And there's nothing more important when learning to drive. You've got to reduce those distractions. Yeah. It's the #1 leading cause of accidents right now, and it's very important. This makes sure it'll actually display in the heads up, instead of in his pocket, what's being said to him, and he can respond without taking his hands off the wheel. Right now, that's not only a massive ticket, but as he just got his N, he would lose his N and have to redo everything from that. So we want to make sure he's happy and not rebellious, and still able to use all the functions that he's looking for.
Sounds good.
If you can just have a quick seat inside.
Sure thing.
Now everything is probably, it's going to be there that you're used to, and a few extras, like the Easy Fuel Tire. You've got individual tire pressure monitoring system, Easy Fuel Tire Alert, so it'll alert you when you're at the right tire pressure. You got your heated seats and navigation and everything. But what I want you to do now, if it's okay, just set the mirrors and everything to where you like. I'll shut the door on you here. Adjust the seat and everything, because the next part of the presentation is the car is going to speak for itself. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get a plate for you, so we're going to take this on a bit of a drive. And so I'm going to hop on the other seat, and I'll get the plate for you. Is that okay?
Sure, sounds good.